stand up, I get up. Appeal moya shona kona. Shobuluza focus, come on, be a go-getter. Ashona kona, stay focused. Opportunities, you gotta get this, you gotta fight it.
Press a push up on the girl, alright? Love you, but I got a show to do. Get to San Fernando for Makaya and a salute to all my hustlers. Yeah, I'm Sasha and PR and get to come on and my friends with me. Get to show I even say the name. Make me little show more. Who doesn't know this show? iSpani by Facebook. I'm Slange, iSpani. Slepa my glitz and glamour. I'm a corporate event. To push a publicity. Someone again about seven Zaganzima. Okela Yona Limikribi. Sipegi Kareba is a public relation. Got to Namaya Samson winning Togazi as a Samba and Namusha Salepans. But right now, a selfie for all my Instagram and Twitter fans. Get to hashtag #SABC. Name Koketo Pala. Age 22. Education matric. Tertiary qualification diploma public relations.
I'm outspoken, I'm loud, I'm assertive, I'm strong, and diligent. Yeah, ke go tshele bo le kokole ke hodisitse ke kokole ra golo ke dula le bo papa le di siblings tsaka and then le bana ba ragadi.
Le bitso la ka ke nna Rosina Phala ke nna mmago Koketso Phala. Koketso ha go la ebe le ngwana wa o bolela kudu. A tseba dilo ka moka o be ke tla ro ba phapha nga yo ro ba phapha ka gore le ha bana le bo 2 years Koketso ba tseba squad sa bafana tseba bo Dr Khumalo bo Nol Tovi everybody u ka mmutsha ka squad sa bafana back there Koketso ba tseba everything o bo sina ndwebe mo palela. Koketso ke ngwana we leng go belegwe ka eczema and then le lo re be le hampe mo go yena mara nna e be sang dire gore ke ska marata jwale ka ngwana ka ke be ke bona tshwana le bana ba bangwe le lo re be le strong kudu mo go yena and then a phela e lo mo setla and then le gore wa mo thupeja a sa nathe.
Lex Nobela wa ke na le 6 months batsadi ba ka ba discover gore ke na le bolwetse ba letlalo bo ile gore ba bitsa eczema and then from mowe ka tshwanela go reng ke khumane ke be le care ne ke nida care ile gore batsadi ba ka ba ne ba dira thuso from batho ba family and then ka move ka o dula le bo mamolo ka and then bo mamolo ka ya ba le bona ba ntlhokomelang from 6 months until ke na le mengwaga e 5. Ona o boli buimanyane because bana ba sekolo le ba sa khone gore ba ntlaela ba tlwaelo ba bantshine ba sa khone gore ba tlwaelo ba around nna ka lebaka la letlalo le ne ke na le lona ne ba sa kushisho re ngudiralang ka mogone ke lebella ka ona ba bangwe mara o le right ka lebaka la gore family ya ka le dichomi tse be ke na le tsona le ba mfa support ile right. Even though obale eczema nearly a negative thing mo bophelong ba ka seng ke dumelo reng in terror ke be le moya ke be fase cause lo sekolo ntse ke le motho le reng ke outspoken ke ipolella from sekolo ko primary ko krekeng ntse ke le motho le reng ke join the activity like school activities like your school plays and your netballs and all those competitions. I was always in the participating. Tsena ko sekolong ke sala ke fetsa matric ke movela mo Gauteng e ne le change e golo fonna ne le shift e golo fonna ke fitlile Gauteng ka movela ko ka apply la ko college campus e ba e bitsang Rosebank College now ka study public relations ka apply diploma in public relations. I think from then on I'd like to say I had low self-esteem because of at some point I lost it and then I let my background in affect and because most of my classmates were from private schools ne ba uletse mo Gauteng, and then ne ke feel okaring I'm not good enough back then, and then I was just not confident in a lot of things. Up until I the first test, summer term, first test week, and then I came out as the top student with all the tests, and then that's when my confidence started picking up, and then everything was just smooth sailing from then on. College in the monthly newsletter that would come out, and then second year I was part of the group in chosen to write some of the articles for that, and then a group of one of my classmates, a group of us by newsletter, we actually came up with a name, and then Rabicha Grapevine, and then from newsletter and report on everything, would give advices, would have horoscopes in the newsletter, would give student notices or results notices, and then would report on events, and then events reporter, so I'd write about events, and then I'd edit that section of the newsletter. That was my baby. O thusa ka newsletter ngwalla mo newsletter nya ko sekolong o nthusitse reng le nna ke develop le rato la ka for public relations, and then ke gone o bona di skills tsa ka tse le reng ke le good ka tsone, and then dilo tseng ka di joinang cause ne ke ngwala ka di events, and then also ngwala writing. That's one of the main elements of public relations, and then I feel like that's where I got a chance ya to perfect the skills tsa ka. For the kgwedi fitileng ne ke busy ke dira internship ya ka le McCann World Group, McCann PR, which is now Weber Week. Joining the agency was very overwhelming to me, but it was also good. The skills they offer le jona, and the opportunity bang offer le yona, and everything the experience, the growth, I can thick skin now, and I've learned a lot of stuff I didn't know back then in PR. Back to Weber Week for an assessment decide, because I've been doing my internship. So decide am I getting a permanent job or not? So due to the way Nikki back then, so wish me luck.
Ukoketsu ke sekayiphethile laphana internship yakhe neWeber Week ekuyinkampani ke ihamba phambili uma kuza kuze PR khona la eMzansi, ephinde futhi ibe yingxenye ke yayo ke iMcCann Group. Njengoba ke intokazi ke bazohamba laphana bamntwaneni bafuna ukubona kahle kahle ukuthi ufunde kwanela ukuze azitholele isikhundla njenge account manager khona laphana ku-interview yakhe. Asami soyibona intokazi ishaya into zakhe.
Good morning, Koketso. Welcome to Weber Week.
Morning, thank you.
I hope you're going to enjoy your time with us. We've got some hectic things planned, but before we get to what you're going to have to do today, I need to tell you that all interns are evaluated according to certain criteria. So I'm going to give you your evaluation form so that you know exactly what we're going to evaluate you on at the end of the day. But in addition to that, Sinkwabili and the team will also be obviously giving you feedback at the end of the day on how you executed your tasks as well. Okay. So you've got your evaluation form as to what you'll be evaluated on at the end of the period, and I'd like to hand over to Sinkwabili, who will tell you about what's going to happen today.
Okay, so as you know already, we are working on a very exciting campaign that we're bringing from Brazil, the Empty Shop. We actually at the beginning of how a whole PR campaign is put together, and we'd like to give an opportunity to do the most important part of this campaign, media research. So in terms of the target media we need to be looking at for the Empty Shop. Have you looked at the video to understand what the Empty Shop is?
No, not yet.
Okay. So the Empty Shop is basically a unique and exciting project that we're bringing, the concept from Brazil for the first time in South Africa. What the Empty Shop is, it's a unique way of donating clothing. So we're inviting the general public to donate clothes, but this time in a shop inside the shopping center. And at the end of the day, all the clothes in the shop that's been donated that day will be removed and to make space for new clothes the next day. So basically all contributions will go towards hospice vets, who will then...
The charity.
Yes. So all the clothing will go to hospice vets, and from there, they will distribute to the majority of charities they work with. So the empty shop is basically a unique way of donating. The store will stand at the Santon Checkers Court from the October 29th to November 16th. It's a 19-day campaign. So when you're doing this media research, you need to kind of broaden your thinking in terms of the audience we need to reach, from young, old. There is no age limit to who can donate clothing. What happens is every day people donate clothing. It's styled in the shop, and at the end of the day, all the clothes is removed to make space for new donations the next day. So yeah, it's a very, very exciting project we're really hoping to make a noise about in South Africa. So think about the kind of media we need to target. Think of you as the audience. So the youth, we also need to touch on them in terms of social media. From that, we're gonna request for you to please take your research findings and put together a media list. And from that, you must be able to draft motivations on the empty shop and what it's about, to be able to sell in the story. PR is about selling in a good story, and this is definitely a good story we need to tell the masses. As I mentioned, it's a 19-day campaign starting from October 29th with a media launch on October 28th, and then the shop closes November 16th.
Am I invited to the media launch?
If you do well today.
If you do well today, we may consider.
Okay, to finish off, is there anything you'd like to say to us that you feel we can help with for future?
What I would like to say is to thank you for offering me the opportunity to intern here. It's been a great learning experience. I've learned a lot, and I've grown a thick skin. And yes, because with the industry you have, it's ups and downs every single day, and then I've had to understand that when there's frustrations in the team, it's not because it's personal, but it's because of the work that comes with the team. So that's one of the things that I've learned with being here, and I appreciate that. I appreciate everything that you've given me.
Okay.
Awesome.
Mahaslase, maitshwaro a hao, hlompho ya hao mosebetsing, le ho basebedisani mmoho ba hao, ke tsona dilo tse leng gore di tla ho isa pele. Haholo le bo professional ba hao. Dintlha kaofela tse ba di buileng o lokela go di ela hloko, haholo ha o le marketing ya mosebetsi. Koketso yena o bontsha a le comfortable, o supa ana le tshepo ho bokgoni ba hae. Mahaslase, di-challenges di tla ka mefuta, ka nako nngwe di tla for nakonyana, ka nako nngwe di permanente, empa o ka tobana le tsona. O lokela go ikamohela, tseba gore o santsane o le wena, o amohele hape le motho e leng gore o na le tsona. Ene hape o ska ikutlela bohloko wa latlhela toulo, o lokela go bana le tshepo. Sebetsa ka selo se e leng gore se ya go sebeletsa, gopola gore ke ka ga di-ability tsa hao, not di-disability tsa hao. Ha re khutla re fumana ho ngata hore ana PR ena e etsuwa jwang.
All right, let me check my Twitter account. I have 0 followers, okay? Facebook, 3 friends. I know, it's bad ngempela. Kodwa futhi siyazi ukuthi abantu babheka izinto eziku-internet ngendlela ethizeni. Leyo ke kungaba into enhle noma ke kube into embi. Ingakho ke udinga umuntu oneziqiniso ukuthi igama lenkampani yakho lihlale lilihle ngasonke isikhathi. Leyo ke babiza ngokuthi i-public relations. Awuthi ke simchazele.
I-public relations ngumsebenzi wokusebenza ngesimilo somuntu. Abasebenza lo msebenzi bawuchaza njengomphumela walokho okwenzayo, okukhulumayo, kanye nokuthi abantu ngabe bathini ngawe, babezama ukuqondisisa ukuthi ungumuntu onjani isimilo sakho. Isimilo somuntu yikona okusemqoka futhi okungenza umehluko omkhulu. Ngokuduma kwemisebenzi yaku-internet eminyakeni emibalwa endlule, i-PR isibaluleke kakhulu. Iy'nkampani eziningi ziqhasha abantu bokwenza lo msebenzi ey'nkampanini zabo ukusiza ukuthengisa leyo mkhiqizo yawo abayenzayo ukwenza leyo bhizinisi iphumelele. Into-ke esemqoka ukuthi loyo muntu oqashiwe akwazi ukusebenza ngendlela enezisayo ukuze inkampani ihlale inolwazi ngokwenzakalayo kweziphathelene ne-internet. Umsebenzi we-PR ufaka phakathi ukuhlelembisa imihlangano emikhulu ey'nkampanini kanye nokunikeza ulwazi oluthize ngenkampani, ukuqhumana namaphephandaba, ukukhulumisana nabo mayelana ney'celo ney'khalo zabo, ukukhuluma nabamelele iy'nkampani. Uzobhekeka futhi ukuthi uphinde ube ngomelele leyo nkampani oyisebenzelayo, uphinde ukwazi ukuhlanganisa imicimbi ethize, uye nasey'ndaweni zokukhangisa amanye amabhizinisi. I-PR yenza umsebenzi omningi kusukela ey'meni ezingezinhle kuye ekukhiqizeni kwey'ncwadi kuleyo nkampani, ukuthuthukiswa kwenkampani kanye nokusebenza kwama-websites. Into-ke esemqoka ukuthi uthola amakhastoma uma kwenziwa uhlolo nokuthi iy'nkampani zingabathola kanjani ngokukhangisa. Ngabe umuntu onelwazi ngokwenzakalayo? Ungakhona ukusebenza ngokushesha ngokuzimisela ngesikhathi esikaliwe? Uyakwazi ukubhala izinto abantu abangazithokozela? Uma kunjalo, lo msebenzi ungakulungela ngempela.
Ha o batla ho kenela lefapha lena, o hloka senior certificate ya exemption hore o etse degree ya hao, kapa senior certificate fela hore o etse diploma. Di-subjects o lokelang go di sheba ke tsa dipuo. Kapa ha o batla ho tswela pele, o hloka 3-year PR qualification le 2 years experience hore o fumane monyetla mane ko PRISA. Ke ka ho Mahustlers internship e tla go neyang theory le di-practicals hore o kgone ho fumana mosebetsi bonolo.
So isikhathi ukuthi uGogetse ahambe ayolungisa i-media mix yakhe.
My name is Mr. Strawn. I'm account manager for Weber Shandwick, which recently merged with McCann PR in South Africa. I chose this career because I am a communicator. I love communicating with people and I enjoy it. It's quite exciting. It's innovative and it's engaging. Now is the time for an engagement society where things are moving fast-paced, so we create content that is engaging and that is new, fresh and exciting. And it's not just your normal traditional PR that you do a press release and send it to media. It's more digital now, and things are amazing in this industry, and I like to engage people with exciting and new content.
Okay, Gogetse. As you know, Musa has been working with me on the Empty Shop. Thus far, this is part of the advertorial work we've started working on. I would like you to assist Musa in coming with creative ways on how we can reach more people with the message to donate clothing. So we need to now take this out of Sandton City and get the nation thinking about, you know, how they can give back to community.
Yeah, we need to drive this campaign hard on media relations and get the media to know about it so we can get the word out there. I think that's going to be our strong point to get a lot of opportunities.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you to it. Knock me out. I'll see you later.
See you later.
All right, cool. Gogetse, do you have any questions that you want to ask at the moment? Is everything fine?
The question that I'd like to ask is, do you have any media that you have relationships with that we could already target for this thing?
Well, that's where you're going to come in, so that's why we're going to go to the PR department so we can finish and flesh out all that stuff, because that's where I need your creativity and your ideas.
Oh, okay, cool.
Come, let's go through.
Okay, cool.
This is where you'll be sitting. You'll be using this machine to come up with all the ideas and do some research and everything. You'll find our the shared drive. It's called McCann PR.
Okay,
it's under.
Let me just sit and write it down, sorry.
Yeah. Right, so and that's where you'll find everything, all the information on Empty Shop and everything. And if you have any questions, you must just let me know. I'm going to be sitting right there. That's my seat, okay?
Oh, okay,
All right.
okay, no problem.
Fantastic.
All right, thank you.
Cool.
Thanks.
When you do a PR campaign, you start off by doing research. You do research into your target market, the actual market, the landscape of where the brand is playing. And from there, you get some ideas going. And when you're putting all those ideas together, think about where you want to reach, which target market you want to reach, and how you want to reach them. So you'd have to think about the channels that you want to reach them through, whether it's broadcast, print, or social media.
I go school, to be honest, I didn't know anything about PR. And then I came here, I went to college, and then I met a student advisor who spoke to me and introduced me to the field of PR. And then what also hooked me on this thing is that being the consultant and then also just being a representative of a brand and representing brands and images and also just creating relationships between brands and their respective clients and their customers. So that's one of the things that Lauren did the field of PR and then also with my outspoken personality, I just thought it would fit in very well. And then I studied PR and then first semester I did very well and then I got very interested and then that's when I made my final decision to want to be in this field. Idea I am to make your humanity spokesperson for this campaign because the spokesperson, the brand ambassadors of this campaign, they're going to be speaking and explaining to the public and everyone. If they have to do media interviews, they have to be profiled to be the ambassadors of this campaign and tell people what this campaign does and how it works. It's going to be me presenting the ideas to Musa. Oh, okay.
So let's see what you've come up with there, eh?
Yes.
Right.
So the first question that I'd like to ask you before we go on, because I came up with all these 5 ideas and then this is the plan that I had and then I'll just show you these ideas. These are the ideas that I've come up with. And then the first thing, we'll need to identify our spokespeople.
Yeah.
The second idea that I had is that this is now for the whole campaign as it starts on the 29th. Before the campaign starts on the 29th, what we could do is that we could have influential celebrities also be a part of it and join us at the launch.
I like that touch. It's quite a nice one because it's going to draw it's the draw card to
draw the public into donating. Yes.
So yeah. So let's just review. I see you have social media here, and we're obviously going to have to identify not just social media. I think we also need to go breaking news and kind of broaden the spectrum. Look at your lifestyle, fashion bloggers and everything as well. With regards to identifying a spokesperson for an event, it's really important because they are the brand ambassadors. They talk about the brand, they know the brand. Specifically for this element, for this campaign, in terms of getting celebrities, for example, into the event, that's a nice draw card for us because we can also get entertainment media there as well. I dig this plan. I think this is great for a start of the plan. 100%.
For idea kaya before ne kinagano relate media already media interviews ke mo loren re ko radio and then they profile the spokesperson, they can profile them each and then bona they start to explain and then they encourage people to go to the stores and donate to the clothes.
Koketso o sebeditse hantle o tlisa concept ya campaign ya hae empa o hloka fela go add dilo tse leng gore ke di basics check a date le nako ya event. Ha o le PR practitioner o lokela go ba articulate o ke express ka puo le ka mangolo lona hae mahustlers ha e ka ba o santsane o emetse internship ya hao o ske wa dula fela le ka hohle ka o bopa profile ya hao yetsa seo ka ho ikopanya le ba di-publication kapa le ba media ngola di-article ngola di-press release share di-story tsa hao o ba romele hore ba di-publish mahala o ka etsa hape le di-press release o di romele ko di-website mo e leng gore ba ka di kenya mahala sebedisa social media e bana le blog hobane ke mo he o establishang ya hao voice o santsane o emetse monyetla wa hao ha re khutla koketso o tla o bontsha re ana media list e etsiwa jwang Mac o tla le iSpani queue ya rona.
Hustlers yazi kunzima kangakanani ukuthi abantu bakunake ingakho ke ama-business adinga ke ama-PR companies ukuthi bazise umphakathi about ama-products wabo noma ke ama-project ababhizi ngawo iyona ke umsebenzi ozoyenza intokazi yethu ukekezi njengoba ke azohamba lapha nashaya i-public relations njengoba ke sayicedile i-internship yayo nale nkampani akuyo njengamanje kodwa ngaphambi ukuthi intokazi ihambe yejuluka ngizizwa ngathi yimina engijulukayo so ngicela into yokusula tu please serious ngempela anyway It is time for the Ispani Q bafethu uyazimela wenzeni uthi #Ispani with a capital Q bese uyalaphana on our social networks bafethu ufaka eyakho impendulo ngithi umbuzo wethu uhamba kanje what is full of holes but can hold water what is full of holes but can hold water ngithumela wakho umchafazi njengamanje ngithi siphelile isikhathi samapopayi abukelanga uSpongeBob asabe umuntu akaziqhuba kanjani.
So yeah, so you've been briefed in and everything, and you come up with some ideas. Now to put these ideas into practice, we obviously need to have a media list. And here we have a not an old web, it's a Weber Shandwick a master list that we used for a previous event. So essentially what we need to do is go onto our media list thing online, source a couple of media names and contacts, and then you need to put a media list together just like this. So we have to have the publication name, the full name of the media person, of the journalist, whether it's a lifestyle journalist or a blogger, and the email address and the phone number. Yeah. So having known what type of campaign this is, obviously you need to choose your media accordingly. I mean, we don't want to be choosing sports journalists to come to a fashion kind of event kind of thing. So we need to be specific on our media. This master list will help you, so you need to identify which ones are suitable and which ones aren't, and
also,
take it from there.
this master list has everything. It has sports, everything. Yeah, so I just choose the relevant one.
Yeah, you just choose the relevant media that you want. That are suitable for this event. And then, right. So once this is complete, just let me know, and then we can start our next tasks and everything, and with motivations and calling and everything. Okay. 100%. Okay. Right. But then 100%. If you have any questions, please ask me. I'm right around the corner. Okay. Free to help you whenever. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
The companies develop PR mo jona also because we do corporate social responsibilities for our clients. In PR we value that because we feel that it's one of the things that's really needed in South Africa to also just help with the development. Even if it's skills, we always encourage our clients to give back to their community. With the campaign now, AI Empty Shop, I really believe it's one of the good campaigns that showcases the value of PR, because with the Empty Shop, they're now going to be helping the hospice vets and giving out the clothes there. And they can try right along Batusha the community, and then by give up back with the clothes and everything. And then it just shows also how the field of PR goes and how it works, how you need to PR that, and then also you need to have to come up with safe ways and important ways to go about it, and get people to donate and everything.
Basically, media list and media is a PR's bread and butter, and it has to be 100% correct all the time. The main concern about that is when you mail merge, for example, and the name's spelled wrong, you send it to a media person, and they'll look at you like you are an idiot and you don't know what you're doing, and you don't know what your job, how to do your job.
So I'll go here and say this.
Right.
So what I did is that I looked at this list and then I see it has quite a lot of media. So what I decided to do is to choose the media that I think are relevant, and then I broke them down into newspapers, which newspapers we'd like to have, and maybe the sections. So we'd have maybe the person that would like to have, the journalist would have, but like, because it's a fashion show, I decided that maybe we should have the features editors that do features, the fashion editors, and also maybe entertainment. Since we're gonna have a cocktail, the launch is gonna be a cocktail function. And then also I put together magazines, because I know a lot of magazines do have these sections. So I just put together your Bona, your Destiny magazine, your Drum, and your Grazia, because Grazia is a fashion magazine. And then also I decided to put together the online. So we have your marketing media also, just to so to add that element onto this campaign. And then also I have fashion bloggers.
All right, cool. I like the list so far. I think you got quite an extensive list. I'll take some time and review it, and then we can discuss which ones will stay and which ones will go, because I don't think we need all of this, because all of these guys, I mean, it's we wanted to keep it very tight and, you know, intimate.
Media list ke creating ke choose the publications ke choose because I'm a person who I read a lot, and then I read Sunday papers a lot because my dad buys them. So I grew up getting the Sunday papers, and then I see some of the publications the feature stuff fashion the weekend, and then they've covered not that there's been a campaign but they've covered so strategy saga the publications they've done something like this, or batla ba interested to do something and then cover interest, and then they'd also maybe like to be a part of it.
Ke rata tsela e koketso a botsang dipotso ka yona o hloka utlwisiso ene hape o loka ho la ho utlwisa re ana media list ke eng ha o mane fela o yetse media list o lokela ho utlwisa bohlokwa ba di publication gore ana bo tsamaisana le campaign ya hao na ha o ba invite ke efeng value e ba tlo e edang ene hape o lokela go ela hloko ha mentor wa hao a bua le wena o se mo kene molomong mo emele a qete go bua Mahaslase, ho bohlokwa ho tseba re go etsahalang lefapeng la hao le ha o so kene go lona dula o ntse o bala maphepha bala di magazine ha e ka ba gona le event check out ana o ka kgona go attenda na go tseba re go etsahalang lefapeng la hao ha re khutla koketso o qetella di tasks tsa hae Mac o re neya karabo ya iSpani Q ya rona o se fetwe ke sena.
Get hustlers to publicize a public relations somebody PR internet ukoketso joba azobangena kodwa manje athi nginikhumbuze about iSpani Q lapha sithe umbuzo wethu uhamba kanje. What is full of holes but can hold water? Let's just hope that you can hold your own nithumele wona umkhafazo. But right now samsebona intokazi joba ithi ingena ngapha iphuma ngapha ingena ngapha akwenze njani.
All right, so now comes the hard part. Now we have to do the media motivations and everything. I think for media motivations, you probably would like to take a look at the media invitation to get some pointers on how to draft your media motivation. These guys can be quite relentless and everything, so you need to tailor-make your motivation for specific media people, you know. It wouldn't be, your media motivation won't be the same for a lifestyle than an entertainment kind of person. So you kind of need to give them motivation for an entertainment perspective of why they must come to the event, and then a lifestyle element of why they must come to the event, and a fashion element that why must come into the event. So these need to be tailored into your motivation, but also keeping the important parts of the invitation onto why they must come to the event. Okay, so once you, I would like for you to draft the media motivation. I'll come look at it and we can discuss it. You send it through to the media, and then after that, and I think we just do our follow-up calls to see if they got the the motivations, and if it is something that they'd be interested in coming through to, or like for interviews and stuff. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fantastic.
Thank you.
One thing that's important is when you're tailoring motivation to the right people is that they report on specific angles. So if you're tailoring your motivation to lifestyle journalists, they will put in a lifestyle element to that reporting. And from a fashion perspective, it's nice that they will look at a mannequin, for example, and people are so have so much fashion out there. Look at these stylish mannequins, for example, when they're attending the events. And for a lifestyle and a features kind of perspective is that it's a nice, creating a nice motivation on the charity angle as well, the CSI angle. So it's all tailored on different angles to this one event, which is the empty shop.
Ina ke nana gore ke motho wa batho because le batsadi ba ka ke go tshintse ba complain gore ke na le ditšhomi tše dintši, so ke motho le gore ke phela le batho ba bantši, ke communicate le bona on a daily basis. Public relations is about building relationships with whether with media or with your colleagues or with your clients. Quality ya ka ya gore ke kgone go ba le ke be motho wa batho e nthuša gore e ke tlhakana le batho ke kgone gore ke tsebe gore ke communicate le bona ka tsela e jwang, ke bolela le bona jwang gore ke kgone go build a relationship gore re kgone gore purpose or morero kopanelang ona tswele pele. Okay, Musa, so this is the motivation that I put together for the fashion publications, and it goes like this. I'll say good day, and then I'll put the name of the editor, and then I'll say, I would like to tell you about this one-of-a-kind event called, one-of-a-kind campaign called The Empty Shop. The concept is to donate any item of clothing and then what you do is you bring it to the empty shop in Sandton City, and you hand it over to the shop assistant who will assist you in dressing the mannequins in the store. And then later in the evening, the store will be emptied, which will be emptied for the following day so that more people can come donate for tomorrow. And then the clothes will be donated to Hospice Vets, which is Sandton City's chosen charity.
I think from the start, her motivation is quite good. It probably needs a little bit of fleshing out. I think she needs to add a little bit more key messages onto the motivation, the dates and time, and also the public day events where the media can also come through should they want to bring family members as well. I think it's quite an exciting thing, so I think that's one of the important things that she probably needs to add in her motivation as well.
Na campaign ya Empty Shop itlo in ruta gore ke khona o thusha batho ke benefit batho nna le nna personally in thusha nna le nna for personal growth ya ka in ruta gore le nna ke khona o thusha batho ke tle le ideas tsa ka personally gore ke thusha batho nka thusha batho jwa ba ile gore ba itsokolla ka montle, and then also in ruta gore ke dire mmereko ka jwa e benefit le mo mmerekong wa ka gore ke bereke jwang ke dira mmereko.
Intokazi ke ishaya ngelimi elifshilelezi ngithi ngingahambela noma muphi umqimbi ake awuhlelile, kodwa ke mina into engiyihlelile lana iSpani Cube bafethu say what is full of holes but can hold water, and the answer is a sponge bafethu. Njoba thina sisazi isponge, ngithi ngibonge lapho ke abaphendulile bafethu asibambeni kanjalo. So sibuya emva kwekhefu sibona intokazi ke ebamba lonke ulwazi njengesponge, ngabe ke izokhona ukulala esponjini esomile noma ke esintofotofo. Impendulo sisithola uma sibuya emva kwekhefu. Ngithi everything is out of the public. Can I please have my privacy?
now, Koketo, welcome.
Koketo, as we said in the beginning when you started your internship, towards the end of the internship we always evaluate to see if we will be offering a permanent position or whether we can equip you with more skills so that you can actually find a job outside of our industry or wherever you want to go.
Okay.
So it's always pretty formal as we run a formal internship program with the CETA. So it's important for us to run through a formal process and evaluate, tell you where you can improve and where you've done exceptionally well.
Oh,
okay. So, Sinkwabili, do you want to maybe start off with the first one, the ability to learn?
So, Koketo, you know, the one thing that's impressed us about you interning in our department is really your ability to absorb what we teach you. I have to admit, you have really pleased us in your delivery. I mean, we ideally want to see you ask more questions because that is very important in a learning environment. Overall, we're very impressed with your ability to absorb what we teach you and also translate that into the tasks you need to complete. So well done on that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I think the next one that we'll go on to is listening and your oral communication skills. Okay. And I think that's also been exceptionally good because you come over very clear when you're speaking to the media and also amongst your team members. So and we normally give scores, I know Sinkwabili didn't, but on an average for the ability to learn, we'd give you a 3 and it's out of 5. So when you're coming in new, there's no ways you can get a 5. So you've got to get a 3 and you can work towards gaining a 5. Okay. So the listening and oral skills, I think we'll give you a 3.5 because you are above average to the other interns that we've had. So it's important that you also measure yourself against your peers. Creative, no, not that one. Professional and career development skills. And that's how motivated are you to learn. And I think also about a 3.5 because you've taken the opportunities that have been given to you and excelled in them. But still listening to her when she's saying you need to ask more questions because the more questions you ask, the more you're going to learn and the more you're going to get out of the senior people that can actually help you to grow.
So Koketo, up and above, you know, your evaluation right now, I know you've been assisting Musa throughout the day. He has given us positive feedback on how you've done today, so well done. He also did mention that you were a bit skewed with the type of media, you know, you targeted. Remember, this is not like a technical project. It's a lifestyle project. So always think campaign and what would be suitable for that in terms of media. Always segment your media accordingly for various projects and campaigns you'll be working for with any clients. You need to specify it very well. Also, he gave us he let us know that in terms of media motivations, you get tongue-tied on the phone, and you know it obviously makes it hard for you to articulate your message correctly. So an advice would be for you to first do a call with someone in the office in future. You know, try one of your colleagues and try a call as though they're media, and then maybe there you can pick up the mistakes right up front on what it is you need to improve on. Because remember, we don't want to waste media's time when we chat to them. So just be cognizant of the fact that media doesn't want us wasting their time.
Well, I think it's been a tough time, and I think you've learned quite a lot, but we've discussed amongst ourselves and we feel that you have the ability to move to the next level. And we would like to know if you would like to stay on with us in a permanent position.
Definitely.
Okay, that's great. We'll have to have another meeting with HR to sort out all the salary issues and medical aid and pension and all of that. But I think it's our pleasure to say to you, welcome to the team.
Thank you so
well
much.
done.
Thank you.
And we can give you a clap.
Thank you. ke thabile kudu gore ke khumane mmereko e ne le ntho e loreng e challenging kudu and ke be ke sa tshepe gore ke tla khumana mmereko and then ka lebaka la gore ke bile through the interview tse dintsi before ke tlo thoma gore ke bereke ke khumane mmereko ka mo McCann. And then I just want to give advice to batho ba ileng ba nyaka apply la mebereko before o ska fela pelo apply la mmereko, and then also la khumani mmereko khumani internship I guarantee you khumani a permanent job, so you have to give it your all o bereke ka matla gore tlo khona gore o khumane mmereko ile ngo permanent. Ha le jalo nna ke re o lena presser pusher panda.
Well done Koketso. Hopola re enngwe ya dintlha tsa phomello o lokela ho mamela habedi ho na le ho bua. Ene ka nnete ha re kopana le di-challenges bophelong o lokela ho focusa energy ya hao ho selo se ile gore kaosane se tla o tswela molemo. Potso ya rona bekeng ena e tswa ko Khutso. A re yena o phasitse matric wa hae ka national diploma ene o batla go ithutela mathematical technology. Mahaslase lefapha lena le go rutisa mathematically gore o kgone go apply ko di business ko di applied science le ko di chemical industry. Ha o qeta he o ka fumana mosebetsi ko mafapeng a tje ka di financial services, banking, insurance kapa le ko statistics South Africa. Khutso ka yona national certificate ya hao e hlomana le ba di pre-admission go fumana thuso. Ha eka ba hona le go sa o fumanang hopola o checkela Facebook kapa website ya rona ene hopolang go romela tsa lona dipotso.
Ngithi likhupha kanjalo ke yohlelelesi namhlanje njengoba ngithi this one is in the can njengoba ke intokazi sikhombisile ukuthi you can do whatever you set your mind to. Ngithi mina ke mfana kaMtava sengiphuma kanje ngithi yazi uma ufuna nathi social media sikhona noma ke you can hit us up on our website, but until next week ke re osaleka ungalinge ngithi ungazami muni. Don't look down, look up and stay up.